the moment that you put electronics in the guitar, you're going to change the sound of the instrument anyway. So what I try to do is I cover the hole and crank the microphone as loud as I can get it before it feeds back, right? That gives me as much of the sound of the box and the sound of the instrument, all those frequencies, and then I turn the pickup up. I actually use the guitar on 10. Everything is flat out. That's how I get my sound, right? I don't wind it back and be, too careful with it. I drive it like a Ferrari, flat out, So I cover the hole, crank the mic up, and then I put that signal through the amp and then into the PA. That's how I get the sound. No one hears what comes out this hole. You hear what comes out those black boxes. So what you should be thinking is, how can I get the best and biggest sound out there? And this is the way I know how. You crank everything up and then get it out there. Cover the hole. Just don't try to have it too loud on stage, otherwise, because you can get it loud, but you don't want it too loud on stage. You want to hear what's going on in the house and then bring the monitors up. Work with the house first, right? Get that sounding real good, and then bring your monitors up so you can hear the front of the note that you're playing. That's the way I know how to do it. Still, my favorite sound is a good acoustic guitar with a good mic on it. And it's the most wonderful sound, but it's not always practical, And I'm in a very good position because I can afford to have a great sound man. And the moment that I could afford to hire somebody to come and do sound with me, it's the first thing that I invested in. The moment I was making enough money to hire another person, that's what I did. And believe me, without that, you're at the mercy of all sorts of people around the planet. Especially people who think they know better than you, So what I used to do before I had my own sound man was I would carry all my own equipment, or I would carry outboard gear, reverbs, all that kind of stuff, preamps and everything and then I would set everything. And then I would give the two signals to the sound man, and I'd say, now turn it up, and okay, now keep going, and he'd say, you must be kidding. I'd say, no, keep going, and turn it up louder, louder, okay, stop. Now I'll back my stuff off, and now I've built in some headroom. Now, if you touch it, I will kill you. That's what I used to say to sound guys. So, the way it should be, see, it's not the sound man's job to get me a good sound, it's my job. It's his job to get it in there as clean as possible and get it to you. But it's my job to get a good sound that inspires me to play. And that's why I always carry a good amp and all that kind of stuff, So, it's up to us to get a sound. Don't